Hello friends, welcome back. Okay, loud sound to clear the space. Okie dokie. So I'm doing some readings today and I thought I'd just do a check-in, see how things are going. Probably the second week of December 24. Let's just see how we're doing for the collective and what message is going to come through for us. Just did some other readings on some other things. A new map, High Priestess, 303 High Priestess. Identify and remove toxic people around you. Yeah, got a clean house. Okay, so that's a good general reading. Remove those toxic people. Just limit your, if somebody comes in, you don't really like them, don't talk to them much. Just, give them what they need as little as possible and send them on their way. Thank you very much for showing up. Move along. And just, you got other things. You bigger fish to fry, new things to think about. Those people no longer are entitled to your energy. Okay, savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus your life purpose. So yeah, this is us. We are Bitcoiners. We hodl and we do a little bit at a time. And we have, ramen noodles because we want to put a couple dollars toward Bitcoin instead of eating steak, right? Yeah, well, some of you are meatheads, but yeah, okay. Anyway. Yeah, carnivore diet, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, anyway, if you looked at your teeth, you'd realize you're not a carnivore. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Remember, retired veterinarian here, comparative anatomy. We are not carnivores, we are omnivores. Omnivore's Dilemma. The book. Okay, anyway, not why we're here, checking in. Sacred space. Yeah, create a sacred space for yourself. Create a space that you can just be, and be quietly, and be effectively in your own place. Space, mind. Quiet it all down and have a sacred space where you can flourish, grow, find peace. Alright, moon card. How's a moon card going to add to this? General reading for our Bitcoin collective. Be bold and make the first move. Okay. Well, this card keeps coming out, which means, no more sitting around. We gotta, really start walking the walk and talking the talk. Be bold and make the first move. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worried about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way, to step up as a leader. I'm taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our lives. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. These are the signs that like to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. Yeah, there's a lot of new things starting. And there's any number of things you could take the lead on. As cold water to a faint soul, so is good news from a far country. Huh. Well, I guess those are things from external that can refresh us. So look to the external to refresh us. Sacred space might be what refreshes you. Yeah, this is almost about purification, right? Little bits of putting away little bits and being bold and finding a sacred space and eliminating, toxic things and people in your environment that they keep influencing you. So it might be about a cleanse, a purge and a cleanse. Alright, let's see. General advice for Bitcoiners, second week of December, Ace of Cups. Yeah, in your heart, it's time to realize we are all part of humanity. Ace of Swords. And there's truth and divine knowledge. And it's out there, learning what is the truth. King of Wands. Dynamic, magnetic, entrepreneurial. Sexy guy. Got it going on. King of Cups. 2 aces and 2 kings. What do you think about this? King of Cups. Emotionally mature. Able to handle the variables of life. Emotionally. The Devil, Major Arcana. Yeah. And that's where we sit in the world of Satan. Satan rules this realm. 7 of Pentacles, dysfunction, lack of clarity, and can't make a decision. Could be spoiled for choice. How do we see ourselves? 7 of Cups. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 7 of Pentacles is planting the seeds, doing the work, planting the seeds, doing the work. But this is the 7 of Cups, so this is the dysfunction. It's spoiled for choice. This is the I can't make a decision. There's too many things. There's just too many things. But that's okay. You don't have to decide right away. The nice thing about Bitcoin is it doesn't move quickly. Just sit. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Seeing the heartache in the world and saying, I want to fix this, but I'm not sure what to do yet. I think we will be guided by the leaders in place. And they were put there because we're going to need guidance, and they already have plans and ideas about things. If we don't like it, we can tell them. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles. So here, doing the work. Planting the seeds and doing the work. So that's good. If the hopes and fears are, if we are going to do the work, can we do the work? Is the work what we want to do? Knave of Swords. Someone who's learning. Fresh ideas, new ideas. So it seems like we're coming from a very good place. We are, we have the knowledge of the new world, and we have the compassion and the emotional strength to understand the truth of the situation and bring humanity forward. Emotional maturity, but also magnetic and entrepreneurial energy, great marriage, the two. We're still in a world run by the devil, so it's still not great, but as we flip things, they stay flipped and they stay corrected. And it's like when you have an old house, when you fix something, it stays fixed. If you change out the windows, they stay changed out. If you change out the carpeting, if you fix the wall, if you do this, if you do that, it stays that way, and then you can build on that. That's what's going to happen here. We have things, and we're going to be able to build on what we already have in place. And there are things, like I said, with the force quit. He went out, and now the programs are all coming down, the little programs first, but then eventually the bigger programs, and it's all coming down, it's all crumbling. And we see it. We see it, and we understand it. And we're learning. We're learning. As we go, we learn. You know, well, you don't know something, you have a little time, you find out about it, and then you move forward a little better because now you know. Now you know. Okay. Now you know, now you know. Well, things have been in obscurity. They've been clouded. We've been confused. We've been misled and lied to. There's gaslighting. But we know that there's information, the letter, and, wealth is on the way, prosperity. So, through the obscurity, we've found the information, and now we're walking toward prosperity. I'm not going to take that. It said community, and I believe that that's true, but I think there might be a better message coming through the star codes for us, so I'm going to just see if... Yeah, this is, I think, old structures, too, that are coming down. You know, we're going to this place, but the truth is bringing these structures down, and we're seeing them for what they are. Mars, motion, movement, yeah. Whether we like it or not, we're moving forward. We always are moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Mars. Let's see. Mars. What number? 22. Mars. Motion. Mars is a mythological god of war and the traditional ruler of Aries and Scorpio. It speaks of independence, enterprise, willfulness, aggression, passion, and defenses, including the body's defenses, such as your immune system. Mars takes 1.9 years to go around the zodiac, so your terrible twos, when you're learning to say no and yes and demand things, was the expression of your first Mars return. Mars urges you to take action, any action, but this can get you into trouble. Jump into motion, stay in the driver's seat, and think through the consequences of your moves. Mars is raw energy, and like the motor of a fine sports car, it can take you far if you add some wisdom and guidance. Mars wants you to develop your strength and bravery, so work out and develop muscles and rescue the proverbial underdog. Boldly go where you have not gone before and passionately dive into life. Mars loans you the competitive edge to obtain a fiercely desired goal and teaches that for you, yes, to truly mean yes, your no needs to be respected. Know what you want and don't want, and beware of those desires and the people around you. Learn to fight and fight fairly. Stand your ground with grace and compete against your own personal best. If you are in a difficult situation, it could take real strength and willpower to transform or escape. You may need to dig in your heels so you are not pushed around or pull out your sword to draw a clear line in the sand. Do what needs to be done, just make sure it's the right thing. Challenge: domineering, willfulness, misuse of sexuality, anger, belligerence, and warlike mentality are the shadow side of Mars. Break the momentum if your situation heads downhill. Stop for a moment and think through your next move. The gift, the higher note of Mars energy, manifests as divine guardian, your potent inner first responder who is ready to be the hero in a dangerous situation and protect you and yours. Yeah, changing world out there, very much so, changing world. We have to be strong, we have to be powerful, we have to be dynamic, yet we have to be gentle and good guardians and good people, good neighbors, good husbands, good wives, good friends. And then you can do those things and still be strong and still have strong boundaries. I mean, just watch The Witcher. Geralt is an excellent model for that. Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. The Knight of Ariel. It might be like the Knight of Hearts. Knight of Cups. Knight of Ariel. Situations. There is so much to be accomplished. Make a plan that is methodical and sees to every detail. Slow and steady wins the race. You may decide it's time to find a better job. Business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. People, a person of great kindness and understanding, someone with your very best interests at heart. Loyal, trustworthy, funny, creative, ecologically minded, maybe a vegetarian or a vegan. Additional meanings, renewed action, wise investments, being watched over by someone kind. Yeah, Queen of Cups. I want to say Knight of Ariel, Queen of Cups. Same kind of energy. Protective, nurturing, loving guidance. Whoa! That was exciting. Alright, and an animal card for this reading. Okay. And the animal card for this reading. Mouse. Mouse. Boy, we don't see the mouse very often. Mouse. Mouse. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, busy with no purpose. To bring into balance a meaningful project. Yeah, how about figuring out how to move forward, how to remove toxic people, how to become more knowledgeable and better at who I am. That's a worthy goal. Okay, anyway, here's our reading. This was just a general drop in and see what's happening. There's a these cards are pretty amazing, but there's a definite message here that you know, we're moving forward into a new place, a whole new world. But we have to move. We can't sit. We can't just be inactive. We have to be active. If we're here and now, then everybody has to do their part, and everybody brings about their own unique gifts and skills. Everyone is born as a unique individual, and that's never going to be that person again. All of those things come into exactly the way divinely they are, meant to arrive. And then they arrive, and they are a treasure box. They have unique gifts and things that they can offer the world that no one else can. Might be a little different than somebody else's take on it. But everybody needs to be nurtured and be allowed to contribute in the way that they best see their gifts being expressed. And that's important. So anyway, that's what this message is. Bitcoiners, keep this in mind. Alright, anyway, thanks for listening till the end. Share it if you will. And I'll see you around.